Officer candidates and instructors, when did you see someone take military justice into their own hands? During officer candidate school, we had this major who was on a power trip. Everything was about breaking us down mentally, and his favorite target was this former enlisted guy, Staff Sergeant Weaver, who was trying to commission. The major hated enlisted guys going officer. He'd belittle Weaver every chance he got, calling him too dumb to lead real soldiers, making him redo perfectly executed drills, even accusing him of lying about his combat experience. The breaking point came during a field exercise. Weaver had been in Afghanistan, and the major started mocking him in front of everyone, saying, "I bet you just sat in the fob and made up war stories to impress people." Weaver's hands clenched, but he kept his bearing. Later that night, we heard the major screaming outside his tent. He'd found camel spiders in his sleeping bag, his boots, even his meal pack. He was convinced someone was messing with him, but he couldn't prove it. The next day, it happened again. Except this time, his entire tent was full of sand. Gear ruined. He had to sleep in the open. We all suspected Weaver, but nobody said a word. Then, during the final field evaluation, the major failed Weaver for a minor infraction. The next morning, the major's Jeep wouldn't start. Someone had filled the gas tank with sand. That was the last straw. CID got involved. They never found the culprit, but Weaver's evaluation was overturned. He graduated, and that major, he quietly disappeared from the program. Weaver might not have admitted it, but his smile on graduation day said everything.